What are the three big things that you want people to think about when it comes to coach development?
Yeah, I think there's kind of three big rocks that when I interviewed for the role that I kind of spoke about, three big priorities that I would see. And this is acknowledging that I do need to come in and connect with the coaches and deeply understand the sport a whole lot more, if I'm being honest. The three areas where, the first area was around ensuring that the coaching groups that are connected with the international teams in terms of 15s and 7s are incredibly well supported, and we truly understand what those high performance coaching need to look like for those teams at that level, and to ensure that those coaches are getting supported not only professionally to do the best work of their lives, but to ensure that they're well supported personally. We know that coaching at that level is incredibly complex, it's highly demanding, and that creates huge challenges for coaches around well-being, around how they integrate their work with their family life, given the fact that many of these coaches are traveling around the world extensively. So for me, that pinnacle performance, getting really clear on what that needs to be for those priority teams on the world stage is a really important starting place. Working back from that, when I look at the four provinces, really looking at the quality of the engine room around how they identify and support their coaches across the four provinces. And I think that's a really important part of the national jigsaw, is to ensure that there's a strong connection between the provinces and what's happening there, and the academy activity, obviously with the provincial based coaches as well, to ensure that they're getting incredibly well supported and the workplaces that they're in are actually set up fit for purpose and enabling and driving really great outcomes from a coaching point of view. The last area is really around ensuring that the career pathway from a coaching point of view is clearly articulated within the IRFU. When you look at the role of a coach at the moment, I guess it's becoming less attractive, it's becoming more demanding. So the reality is we've got to be able to lay down a career proposition that coaches, men and women, can look at and aspire to want to go on that journey from either working in with an academy player and developing a career in that particular area, or working right up to becoming a national coach. And just getting that really, really clearly laid down as to what that pathway actually is, where you could go, how you'll be supported, what do the standards actually really, really look like, and getting that really, really clear so that we can attract the very best men and women to come into the career, to ensure that ultimately players throughout the pathway are getting the very best coaching. And I guess when I look at any Irish team on the world stage, we're not going to be able to compete with money or numbers. So quality coaching is a differentiator, and it's a choice that we can make right now in terms of ensuring that we have got coaches delivering the very best practice to players across a myriad of contexts, whether it's the young child who's learning the game starting off, my own children are in that space at the moment, to at this level, to ensure coaches at this level are incredibly well supported. And the reality is coaches need different things for different reasons at different levels of the pathway. But if you're clear on what that coaching pathway actually is, what are the requirements, what are the steps, you stand a chance of being able to take your resources to ensure you've got a flow of talent up and in and through. And that expertise is getting developed at the right stage of the pathway, and it's fully aligned with the player pathway as well. So there, it's kind of a summary of the three areas that I think is what I would see as the priority. But this is very much somebody looking from the outside in, and I need to get inside and really sense and feeling.